Is a swing and a miss. That's strike three. Red Sox go down 1-2-3. They're on the short. Here's Ender Inciarte.
Leading off for the Braves.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too. Been a real big struggle for him so far on the mound. 4 runs in only 3 innings, so it'll be interesting to see if he can settle in at all and make some adjustments, or if this start will continue to run downhill. And they've had some good at-bats against him all game long. It seems like it's just been hard hit after hard hit. As we take a look at his line here, the numbers do not lie. This has not been one of his better outings, and he'd be the first to tell you that.
Next will be the designated hitter, Billy Hamilton. He was cut down at second, attempting to stretch a base hit his first time through.
Yeah, I'm not sure what they saw right there. Maybe the first base coach was giving him the green light to go ahead and go to second base, but obviously it didn't work out in that situation. It did take a good throw to get him, though. A
dive, and oh, he can't hang on. And that runner will go no further than second, as there are 2 aboard now.
Now batting.
Here now is the catcher, Tyler Flowers. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. He's set. Here it comes. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Here's a swing and a long drive high in the air and deep to center field. And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. So a 3-run blast to deep center here as this lead swells to 7-0. So that was the 3rd home run for these guys today.
D-Rose, some days the fellas walk in with their hitting shoes on, and this looks like one of those games.
Yeah, but there's a saying going around the dugout right now. There's a fight at the bat rack. Everybody wants a chance to get into that batter's box.
Andrew.
Now the Red Sox skipper's up out of the dugout and on his way toward the mound. And he's going to make a change, as that'll be all for his starter, Chris Sale. So he'll exit here this afternoon to more than a handful of boos, I'm sure, after what can only be described as a terrible pitching performance. And he's going to have room to put this one away, and that's the first out.
The center fielder, number 13.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Ronald Acuna. He's off to a fast start in this one, 2 for 2, including a home run. And now here's a ball hit pretty well out toward right center field. Calling for it is Betts, and Mookie's got it for the second out.
The batter, number 1.
2 gone now in the Braves' half of the 4th, and that'll bring up the exciting Ozzie Albies. Way late on the fastball for strike 1.
Yeah, Matty, he's very late on that first pitch. I got to think he was guessing off speed.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Weak grounder down the first baseline, but this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. Started to go around, but it's a called 3rd strike anyway, and that will retire the side. But the Braves do pick up 3 on the strength of this 3-run home run. Bottom of the 4th coming up. It's the Braves 7 and the Red Sox nothing. Into the box, Mookie Betts back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes. Broadcasting live from Houston. Lucas Sims, a right-handed Georgia native, gets the starting nod. Dan Plesac, what's the word on it?
Well, this guy's kind of unique. How about a 5-pitch repertoire that he has? That gives him a lot of options for both righties and lefties. And if he's on, he could be really tough to hit.
Senzel has to roam straight back, but he has it for the first out. And now a moment to show you the lineup for Atlanta in this one. Danny, who stands out to you?
Well, I really appreciate the tenacity that Ender Inciarte plays with. He's an imposing figure with a bat in his hands, always seems to turn in a good at-bat, and he can do a lot of damage when he barrels up the ball.
First offering on its way. And now the second pitch of the inning is popped up over on the left side of the infield. Iglesias will put this one away, and that's out number 2.
Batting third. The first
ready now, Freddie Freeman, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. No balls and a strike to count. Freeman is a guy that thrives in these opposite-handed matchups. He's often considered one of the absolute best hitters in the game against right-handed pitching. And he grooves the fastball there. This is hit high and deep out to straightaway center field. Gone!
Yeah, and as we take a look at it on replay, you can see this thing was gone from the second it left his bat. A thunderous shot that dang near gave the pitcher a little whiplash. Challenged him with a fastball and lost big time.
Batting fourth.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And that brings up the former American League MVP, Josh Donaldson. Swung on and hit pretty well out to deep left field. Not quite out of here. It's off the out-of-town scoreboard.
Boy, D-Roll, that looked like extra bases right off the bat. This thing caroms off the wall. Outfielder does a great job of getting it in quickly and probably does a good job holding him to a single.
Yeah, I'm surprised he's not standing on second base there, but you run the replay back. He was busting it out of the box. It's just a nice job by the defense to hold him to a single.
Here's Nick Markakis now, the right fielder. Winker is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Braves get a run on the Freeman home run. Home half of the first coming up for a minute. Now batting, Jesse Winker. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Leading off for the Reds, the left fielder, Jesse Winker.
First offering on its way. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. Here it comes. Stays alive, still 0-2. A windup and the 0-2 pitch. Hit on the ground to third. And there's one away. Time now for a look at the hometown Reds starting lineup card in this one. Thoughts, Dan? Who stands out?
You always have to look out for a guy like Joey Votto. I mean, this guy is a career 300 hitter. You talk about consistent. He delivers a good at bat and clutch hits basically every time he walks into the box. I love watching this guy.
First pitch of the at-bat. And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. And set up working the plate is Matthew Ross, as you see the rest of the umpiring crew there.
Hey, D-Row, this is a pitcher's best friend. Matthew Ross, very wide strike zone.
Yeah, no excuses from the offense today. You know coming in when you see the lineup card and Matt Ross is behind the dish, you better be aggressive.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. And a big curveball is in there for a called third strike, and there are 2 gone.
Batting third, the third baseman.
Ready now for Cincinnati, Eugenio Suarez. First cuts for him here with the bases open and 2 away. First delivery to him on the way. And they start him out away with a called strike. Oh, 0-2 the count to Suarez.
You know that nasty changeup's lurking right here. If I'm in the batter's box, I have to tell myself to stay back. I have to take pull side out of the equation, or that changeup's going to beat me.
2 out, nobody on. The next 0-2. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Markakis giving chase. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. Reds are down in order. It remains. Stepping in, Ender Inciarte. He'll get us started in the top of the second. First pitch coming. Here it is. Oh, just a miserable effort there. It's 0-1. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. Sims is playing here against his former employer. He was acquired via trade last year.
Yeah, guys, I always think it's interesting to play your old uniform. Maybe say hi to everybody you got accustomed to seeing when you were previously here. But then once the game starts, it's all business.
The 0-2 once more. Hit hard towards second. But this will be taken in at second base. Good positioning for the first out.
Okay, here's how the Reds are lining up in this one.
The catcher.
And let's focus our attention on first baseman Joey Votto. I don't think this guy gets enough credit for his defense because he's so dynamic on the offensive side, but one of the most prepared players in our sport, and half of that is definitely attributed to the defensive side of the ball.
Popped him up. Barnhart over to his right, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Batting 8, the shortstop, Dansby.
At the plate, Dansby Swanson. He'll get to take his first cuts here. And he tries to hold back on the swing, but I think it would have been ruled a strike anyway. It's 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Count remains at 0-2. Here comes another 0-2. Skied into straightaway right. Right fielder has a beat on it, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Braves. We played an inning and a half. It's 1-0. Leading off the inning, Aristides Aquino, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Number 42.
And that swung on and missed for strike 1.
0-1's the count.
And he fouls this one off. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
Time for a look at the Braves on D. Hey, let's focus on Freddie Freeman, first baseman for the Atlanta Braves. He plays one of the most reliable first basemen in the game, makes the routine play. Not only that, he can pick and grin, saving his infielders some serious errors.
Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground.
batting fifth.
In now for the
second
Reds,
baseman,
Freddie Galvis.
Freddie.
First shot for him here with a runner at first now and one away. Prior to the at-bat, a check on first. And he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch, but he's safe at first as he gets back in time. Senzel, base runner at first with one out. Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1. Pitch out, nothing doing, but he's safe at first as he gets back in time. Now a throw over, and the runner back easily. Here now the 2-2 is swung on and missed, strike three. So a runner at first with two away, and next to bat will be Tucker Barnhart. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike.
When a guy's featuring big time velocity like this, you have to be on the fastball. It's your only chance. You'll tip your hat on some nasty off speed stuff, but you gotta be ready for the heater.
Soroka, he's the kind of pitcher that a lot of pitching coaches and managers really appreciate, and that he rarely issues the free pass. He's a strike thrower.
Yeah, Matty V, and I think every pitching coach and every manager loves to have a guy like this on his staff. He won't beat himself. He'll make you put the ball in play, and he's not afraid to get his defense allowed. He's a pitch to contact guy, and that's one of the keys why he's been able to be such a good pitcher at this level.
Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. Senzel rounds the corner and is headed home. He will score, and the Reds have tied it. We're all square at one apiece. So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given the chance. And he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there. Safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the dugout.
Starts things here with a changeup for a called strike. And he pumps the fastball by him at 94. It's 0-2.
Hey, make a pitch right here and get out of this. Get the boys in the dugout and regroup a little bit. One run is not going to kill you.
The 0-2 inside, as he might be trying to set him up here 1-2.
He has to be greedy, working the outside of this strike zone. He cannot allow this guy to get back in his count, especially with the pitcher on deck.
A 1-2 pitch, and another foul ball. Now a fastball as he just reared up and let that one fly, and the inning is over. Reds get a run. Now to the plate, the pitcher, Mike Soroka. 9-1-2 due up.
Mike
tries to catch him napping, but he missed the bunt attempt. Strike one. Try to bunt for a base hit here as he gets this one down. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third. Well, it certainly was a bang-bang play, so no surprise here that they're giving it another look, and they may decide to challenge the call on the field.
Well, I think we're going to have to wait and see what the word is from the dugout, but here's another look at it. Wow, tough to tell if he was out for certain from that angle. I can see why this was a really tough call for the umpire.
Now an indication from the dugout is that they will not challenge the call on the field, so the runner is indeed out. And here's Ronald Acuna Jr. now, as he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. The windup and the 0-1. Line drive to center field. And he'll put it away now without much of a problem. 2 gone now here in the third.
The batter, number 1.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And that'll bring up the exciting Ozzie Albies. Hit hard towards center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So that'll extend the inning and let Freddie Freeman come to the plate.
Sometimes the first pitch is the best pitch you'll see all at bat. Definitely coming out of his shoes. Aggressive style. First pitch. Base hit up the middle.
Here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman. He gets a shot to hit here in the inning following the 2-out single.
Yeah, and that hit might not amount to much, but anytime you could extend an inning and give a guy with plenty of pop a chance to swing it, the outlook of an inning changes dramatically.
He's set, and the pitch. Pulled hard, but it's foul down the first base side.
That's what makes pitching so difficult. You get the first 2 guys out of the inning, then you give up that 2-out base hit. Now you have the middle part of the order coming up, and this is where you have to really refocus on that mound, stay out of a potential big inning.
Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. And this will kick off the base of the wall. And a good job to get to it quickly and get it back in. That'll hold him to a 2-out single.
You know, your offense just throws a number up on the board for you. The last thing you want to do is go out there and not throw a donut up for the boys. He was able to get those first 2 outs so quick, but now with a hit and a single, he finds himself in a little bit of trouble.
First pitch on its way. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. The 0-1 offering. Popped him up. Votto is there. And that retires the side. 2 left for Atlanta. Home half of the third. So here's the Reds pitcher, Lucas Sims, as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3. Now here it comes. In there for strike 1. Swing and a miss as he starts the third the same way he ended the second, with a punch out, 1 away.
Boy, there's nothing like seeing a good power pitcher that has a good fastball. And what does he do? He just throws this good fastball right by, brings the express. No chance to put that ball in play.
Into the box, Jesse Winker. As he swings and lifts it in the air out to left field. Chasing after it is Inciarte. In there, a base hit. Around second now, and this ball still hasn't been fielded. And he's in there at third with a 1-out triple.
Wow, it looked like he was carrying a piano around the bases on that one. But somehow he makes it all the way around to third for a triple. Give credit where credit is due. Nobody in the park, including me, thought he had that in him.
In is Joey Votto now, as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. Winker takes his lead at third with 1 away. On a rope to the second baseman, but the runner is back to avoid the double play.
The third baseman, number 7, Eugenio.
Coming to the plate now, Eugenio Suarez, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. From the belt, the pitch. They'll try and entice him with a high fastball, but he wouldn't commit. It's ball one. The man on third with two down. That's by him for strike one.
Case in point right there, Matty. We're seeing a trend, the north and south. A lot of pitchers working that elevated fastball and then breaking stuff off in the dirt. We used to see east-west, not the case anymore.
Ready with the 1-2. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. Curveball locks him up, strike three, and that's the third out. Reds leave one through three complete, all tied one apiece. Striding in, Nick Markakis.
The right fielder.
Here comes the first pitch.
Markakis.
Line drive to left. But he'll hardly need to move out there in left as this is hauled in for the first out.
The left fielder,
jumped all over that first pitch of the inning, and he didn't miss it. Just wasn't able to steer it in a direction that resulted in a leadoff hit.
Here's Ender Inciarte as he lines it out to center. And he will make the play out there, and there are two away now.
Now batting, catcher, Brian McCann.
Stepping into the box, Brian McCann 0 for 1 after a pop out in foul territory his first time through.
Yeah, Matt, he's got to make an adjustment right here. His swing definitely broke down, dropped his back shoulder, and thus the result was a terrible pop-up foul.
He's getting a lot of first pitch outs, and it's really easy to see why. He's been perfect. 100% of his first pitches have.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Braves retired on just 4 pitches. On to the bottom of the fourth. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Aristides Aquino. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Sent on the ground out to second. And there's one down now.
Not a lot you can do with that pitch. That fastball just ate him up inside and gets the soft grounder for the out.
Swing and a miss, and he's behind 0-1.
The difference between 0-1 and 1-0 is so monumental, and this guy has been on top of his game all day, attacking the zone and getting ahead of these hitters.
Behind 0-2 now. One run on 3 hits and no errors in the game for Cincinnati thus far. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time, out number 2.
Anytime a pitcher locates a fastball on the inside corner, it's going to be a tough pitch to hit. That one was spot on, and he had.
In now, Freddie Galvis. And a good spot for that pitch as it's chopped foul. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Man, a fastball just misses. It's 1-1. 1 run on 3 hits and no errors in the game for Cincinnati thus far. A ball and 2 strikes now.
That's a real good job of going back-to-back fastballs right there. Most of the time, a hitter will see a fastball in the inside half of the plate, and they'll just think, well, this pitcher's going to go back on the outside. But when you double up like he did right there, it sends a message to the hitter that you're not afraid to throw in that inner half of the plate.
The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him. 1-2-3 go the Reds. And we're back in Houston. Welcome back to Minute Maid Park as we check in with Heidi.
Matt, I had a chance to discuss the Braves offense with their manager Brian Snitker during the commercial break. and flat out he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. He said it's been a real team effort to focus on a line drive approach, and that is certainly evident in this game. Our stat guys tell me they've hit 9 total line drives, and even though not all of them have resulted in base hits, those are the swings the team believes leads to a lot of success at the plate.
Thank you, Heidi. And a high bounce will take it over the outfield wall, and he kicks off the inning with a ground rule double.
Well, he definitely puts a charge into this one, and the outfielder has zero chance to make a play on it. Next thing you know, the relievers in the pen have another ball to warm up with.
0-1, here it comes. Slapped hard the opposite way. Number 44 is there, and he makes the catch for the out. And back to the leadoff spot in the Braves lineup. Stepping in, Ronald Acuna. No hits to this point. First pitch coming. Here it is. And he gets ahead 0-1. Swanson leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. Behind 0-2 now. A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance. Senzel facing back on the warning track. He makes the catch.
The batter, number 1, second baseman, Ozzie Albies.
Digging in once again.